Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. My name is Nikita Antoine and I am the Oracle in the Tarot. All of my messages are timeless, so whenever it finds you and resonates, and it's yours at the time in which you find it. And even though they are all categorized by zodiac sign, all of the messages, regardless of the sign that they are under, are yours to witness and claim. So, with that being said, I've done your reading with my blended deck of Weaver Tarot, of Threads of Fate Weaver Tarot, and their Shadow and Lumen edition of the Oracle. So you'll be seeing all three of those in your spread today. A song came through in your reading. Really, it went away. Really prominent song. I love this song. It's by Highly Suspect. The song is called Send Me an Angel, and I'll put a link to it in the comments. I'll pin it to the top of the comments so that you can listen to it. It's so fucking beautiful. So, I did previously record your video, and I didn't like how it was going. So I started over. And that's what we're doing now. So I did already pull the Natiru for you, and she wants to continue to stay out. So I'm not gonna reshuffle for you there. But I feel as though I'm talking to a masculine, like a masculine energy. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be a man. You could also be a woman, or you could be non-binary. It's just I'm feeling that I'm talking to someone who exudes a more masculine presence. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because it feels, what's coming through the cards is that it's feeling like you're looking for a counterpart. Like a counterpart energy. It's very I mean, it's even in the song. In the song it talks about not having luck in love, and then just kind of giving it up to the universe and asking for an angel, right? It's like, send me an angel. And that is certainly what's happening in your reading. I'm very excited for you. So the Natiru that came out, hang on, is Anupet. I love Anupet. She's so stunningly beautiful. Anupet is the counterpart to Anubis. And what I found really interesting, actually, is that I typically never burn incense or resin unless I'm called to do so. And today you asked for incense. And let me get the box. Ooh. I don't know. Maybe you'll like it. It's really nice. It's kind of like, this is what I use. This is what I am using. It's kind of got a soapy smell to it. I like it. Yeah. Anyways, so this is the counterpart to Anubis, and she resides over the protection of the body as it, the body and spirit as it passes through the underworld, through Duat, in order to be rebirthed. And I was also called to pull out Anubis as well. So the Anubis feels like an energy that is outside of you. It feels like a counterpart energy that's outside of you, a feminine energy that you're looking for. And you are coming across as Anubis. So interesting. Hang on. It's like you're looking for another shaman to work with. They're both shamans. They're both, Anubis is like a way shower. He's a guide through Duat to the rebirth, and then they work in tandem. Anupet is the energy that protects the body, as it's passing through the spirit realm. So what I'm also noticing with both of these cards is there is, of course, the counterpart energy, but there's also a very complementary balance between the two. It's like Anubis has all of these cool colors, and then Anupet has these warm colors, and they it's not a counteract, it's complementary. It's like, it's kind of like when you, if you're a painter, I don't know, if you put two complementary colors next to each other, they bring out the like the visual punch of each other. The it's like the colors appear more brighter. I don't know if this will make sense, but like separately they're a bit more they appear more dull, but then when you bring the two complements together, it's like they bounce off of each other. There's a resonance there that bounces off of each other, and it increases its saturation and vibrancy. So that's the type of element that you're looking for, yet not. It's like you feel like you are not necessarily finding it. So, and I say that you're not necessarily finding it because there is this element. So the bottom of the deck wants to talk as well. We have the Moon card as the underlining, and we have the Ten of Cups. It's like you are daydreaming. It's like you're daydreaming about this counterpart energy, what it entails. But it's still unknown to you, of course, with this moon energy. That's so lovely. Anubis, in particular, is the moon energy. Oh my goodness, that's lovely. It's still in a like energetic sense, right? It's still in the daydream, but every time you're going into this daydream, this Ten of Cups energy, with the paradox, it's becoming really intricate. There's a bleed through here with the Aquarius reading. I don't know why, but mermaids have been coming up in my readings. You'll see a little later on, but it's just coming into my head right now. It's very, like, it feels really magical. There's an element to it that feels very magical and intricate. It's like the details of this imagination, or this plane in which you are creating this counterpart energy for yourself. It actually feels like you are in the manifestation mode. Like this is like the first stages of your manifestation is the visualization. But there's something in your energetic field that is causing this type of it's kind of causing this paradox. It is a paradox. And what that is, let me just hold up all the cards. So we have what's coming next is, let me just get them in order. Okay. So we have the anchor. No, no, no. It goes the other way. Oh, Jesus Christ. Working with a camera is like, because it's all like superimposed. So, okay, this is how it's presented. It's coming this way. Um, we have the Devil, the Four of Coins, Two of Cups, and the Anchor. So there's a sense here that okay, I'm just gonna put it simply. It's like you've gone through a lot of relationships that have this devil energy and four of coins energy, which is talking about it's kind of like a coat that holds on to you too tight. Like you can't. It's very restrictive. It's the like if you are wearing a coat that's too tight, it's like you can't even move your arms, right? And that's what this is talking about. It's speaking about perhaps you've had relationships in the past that are codependent, or it's like you're carrying. It's like you're carrying someone else, and you don't want to go in, like you want a relationship, you want companionship, you want the collaboration, the in tandem working together, the complementary counterpart to yourself. But it's like there's something in your energetic field that is basically causing a little bit of like a distortion in thinking that when you call for this relationship, this is what you're going to get. And what I'm seeing is that that's not at all the case. It's just like it's a trick. It's an illusion, right? The moon card that we had before talks about illusions. The devil card talks about illusions that are, I was going to say that are placed on you. Yeah, it is placed on you. It's not yours. It's not yours. That's the whole point of it. That this energy is not yours. That it's an illusion. And what you're actually calling for, and because I'm seeing you as this. Well, actually, you're both right. Capricorn is represented by the Devil card. I'm not saying that you're. I'm not saying that you're codependent or anything like that. I'm just saying it's just a representation. But you are also here as well in the anchor. So it's kind of like flip sides of yourself. It's that previously in the past, when you've called, when you've sent out, asked for an angel to come, you've gotten this. Very interesting, because the devil Lucifer is actually a fallen angel. It's kind of ironic. And it's almost like you're frightened to call again, to ask again, because you think that you'll get this, but what you're actually calling for is this energy, this Two of Cups energy. Well, one, because you've been in this manifestation process in which you've been like you've developed a very intricate knowledge, emotional knowledge, an emotional intelligence about what you want, like the type of person, the complement to yourself. So when that signal is sent out, what you're actually going to be receiving is this anchor and Two of Cups energy. And this is speaking about, this is talking about someone who is, the energy is reciprocal between you both. It is complementary. It is, it's like independent collaboration. It's like you want a partner that you work, because I was saying that these are both shamans. They're both shamans. They work together. And that's what you're getting here. It's like you both are residing in this emperor energy, which speaks about like, well, having your own empire. You each have an independent empire that you hold and you maintain for yourself. And in doing so, that's what brings in this Two of Cups energy, because there's no more of this. There's no more of the like codependency or needing to depend on each other, right? This can't exist because both are so are powerful. They're in their own right. If you see what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm seeing you. It's like there is a sense of the word is trepidation. It feels a lot more strongly than actually like what you might be physically feeling, because sometimes the messages through the cards come through really strongly just to get it across in a more like blunt way. Sorry, I'm like about to belch. Okay. Psych, I'm not. So what's happening next is we have the release and the Ace of Swords. And I'm seeing this this frog today. I love this little frog. He's so cute. I'm seeing this frog. It's like he's doing this like trust fall. He's like falling back. But the trepidation here is that it's like you feel as though you're falling back onto the sword. Like the sword, like as you fall back, it's like you think that you're falling onto a sword. Which is, speaking of, it's like if you allow yourself to open up and release and it wants to be like kind of falling into your desires, it's like you think that it's gonna stab you in the back, essentially. But the truth of the matter here, right, the Ace of Swords speaks of truth, like supreme truth, is especially with Anubis, because Anubis carries Ma'at up here, which is like divine order, cosmic order, like supreme truth, supreme universal truth. So what you're actually falling into, even because it's an illusion, it's just an illusion, you're not falling onto a sword. What you're actually falling into is this, it's coming across as a vivid, bright, white light. Because this Ace of Swords, let me get it to like focus properly. There's behind, in the background, there's a blast. There's a blast of white light that is coming forth. It's like sometimes I can't, like when I visually look at this card, sometimes I can't see it because it's so bright. So that's what you're actually falling into. It's that sense of, you know what you desire. You desire that counterpart energy, right? And there's this, with the frog, he's just like, it's like he's giving it up. He's giving it up. He's sent out the signal. He's calling in his angel. And so you're falling into this bright light with the Seeker of Cups energy. And what is being presented to you is this Temperance. It's so lovely. It's really beautiful. It's like as you hit the water, it doesn't even feel like water. It just feels like don't know how to explain that. It's not water. It's like, well, it kind of feels a little bit like weightless. Okay, there we go. It's kind of like if you've ever been in like the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea has so much salt in it that you float. It's like you're floating on top of like salt water, but the salt is enough to keep your body buoyant. So it's like you're falling into this like, it's kind of like, it's like bliss, actually. It's angelic bliss, right? Especially with the Temperance card. The Temperance is angelic. It's like your angel is here. It's like she's coming. That's so beautiful. Okay, so wait. There's something here. Let me get it to focus. In the hands, there's this symbol. And then here presented is that same symbol as well. I hope that you can see it. There we go. It's reflected. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like if you were to, when you are falling back into the Seeker of Cups energy, into the truth of what you want, you finally have sent out the signal into, it's like you're being answered back very quickly, very quickly. It's like this Temperance energy, this angelic, this feels like Anupet, is coming up from beneath the, there's a lot of like it like feels like mermaids. That's why I was saying, I don't know, did I say it in this video? There's like there's a link between this and the Aquarius reading a little bit, very slightly. It's this mermaid feeling. I've been getting a lot of like mermaid imagery, but it's it's like a mermaid is coming up from the depths, and she's bringing you this cup. She's the conqueror of cups. She's bringing you the cup. And with the Seeker Cups, it's being accepted. It's like there's an acceptance through this. What is that in between? The only way that I can explain it is like the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea. What is it? Is it a lake? Oh wait, it's a sea. I don't know why I was thinking of a desert. Well, it is in the desert, right? Oh my God. It's here. It's in here. All right, in the background. Look. Do you see the sand? And then there's this like lake over here. That's really interesting. It's like a trust fall. You're being asked to do a trust fall. Send your signal. Don't worry about the sword because it's an illusion. Send out the signal and then it'll be answered. You're going to be answered back. Very quickly. It feels really fast. And this angelic, this Temperance energy, this Conqueror of Cups is coming through next as the Sovereign. This is also the you know what? The Sovereign is actually like the Empress. It's very similar to the Empress energy. So we do have this sense of a counterpart. that's going on here. But the sovereign has a fifth element. If you've seen Fifth Element, it's like, this is so cute. It's like you're Corbin Dallas and the fifth element is Lilo. Oh my god. Both working in tandem as sovereigns. Didn't they save the world, right? That's so cute. So this is the energy that is it feels like her crown is like coming across as like really like a mermaid. I don't know why it feels like a mermaid. And with the Magi, this is your manifestation. I see this card as your the manifestation that you've been like tinkering with in your imagination is it's dropping into existence. But there's a very interesting feeling here about how like it's like you don't yet see it. You don't yet see it. It's like they see you, but you don't quite yet see them. And I think that that's because you are in this, like, it's like you're actually in this surrender. Like you're just, this is coming through as like, this is so cool. It's coming through as like cosmic bliss, right? The cosmic bliss of just allowing the streams to carry you, the current to carry you. It's kind of like surrendering to divine timing. So it's like that is what is happening here. You can't quite see it, but they can see you. They can see you because they have this, there's a high sage energy. They have this high sage energy. And all of their cards are presented as this lumen, which means that it's in the forefront of their mind. It's something that they're very conscious of. And you are coming through with this Magi in the Shadow Edition, and that's talking about, it's something that is behind your awareness. It's just behind your mind. It's not yet quite made itself known. I think that it's not made itself, I'm inclined to say that it's not making itself known because there is this, there's this trepidation of thinking that you're going to fall on a sword. So the illusion that thinking that you're going to, that this is kind of going to be like all the things that happened before is it's acting as like a protective mechanism over your body. It's acting as to, no, not the illusion is protecting you. This energy, the sovereign high sage energy, is, it's like they're protecting the truth of it because there's they also have the sage in the Shadow Edition. So it's speaking of they in their, probably not quite in their awareness, it's like they know that if they were to just like come in really strongly, you would run away. You would run away. I'm not saying that you would sabotage it, but it would just be, it would be frightening for you. It's like the illusion would become real for you. It's really interesting. In that song, it talks about if a girl walks in and carves her name in my heart, I'll turn and run away. So that's what's happening here. So they're coming in kind of like with this more subtle approach, even though they know that even though they already know that that you're both shamans and you're supposed to be working together in a counterpart type of way. So they're meeting you in your energy. It's like they're holding. It's like they're holding the oh, okay. It's not a secret. It's not a secret, but they're protecting it. And I'm also noticing that this cup here is in these boundaries. There's these boundaries. Like, it's like you're wanting it to come forth, but there's, if it was to, right, we were talking about the sword, so they're protecting it. They're just holding it for a little bit longer. They're holding it a little bit longer. Not to make you wait, but it's more about this energy, actually. It's more about waiting for the right time, waiting for divine orchestration to play out. It's like waiting. It's like they can't just come and like tell you right away. You know what I mean? That's like odd. They're allowing you. It's like when this frog, you being the frog, you being Prince Charming. Oh my God, I love that. It's like when you're like falling. It's like slow. Oh my God, it's like slow motion. It's like slow motion. It's like slow motion. And what that's doing is actually, it's allowing you to release in a more comfortable way. And because it's slower, it's like, it's like this sword. If you were to fall fast, the sword is sharp. But if you were to fall slower, it's like the sword just like dematerializes, and it just, it's like the illusion is just like falling away, because there's there's nothing to hide, right? It's like there's nothing to hide. But just because there's nothing to hide doesn't mean that everything needs to be like bleh. You know what I mean? Like there's a development process for it. And I say development because we have the Ace of Coins ending your reading. They've already, it's like they're already here. They're already here. You can't see that they're already here, but they're already here, and they've already given you this Ace of Coins, but it's like you don't know it yet. Especially with that moon energy at the bottom of the deck. But it's a seed. It's not yet a tree. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be planted, right? The seed has been planted. She's covered it up with the dirt. She's watered it, you know, like, and now there's a cultivation that is happening. There's a cultivation that is happening. That is allowing you to just fully, like, it's like you're opening up. It's like you're just laying out. You're laying out onto the Dead Sea. That's really interesting. I've never been in the Dead Sea, or I've never been in like any of those this is just, your reading's over, but this is just me chit-chatting. I've never been to the Dead Sea, but I always find it a little like interesting, or kind of like imagine what it would be like, because when you walk out into the water, like how do you it's like trusting that you're going to float. Like how do you know that when you lay back that you're actually going to like float and not sink? It's that type of feeling. There's a sense of like needing to trust. There's but in order to establish that trust, like trust is a very interesting concept, because it needs to be established, right? It's not, especially if you've gone through this type of energy, the Devil Four of Coins energy. There's like a resistance, right? So the trust needs to be established in order for you to fully lay out. That's beautiful. That's absolutely lovely. All right, Capricorn. If this at all resonated with you, I'd be happy to see you in the extended. I'm going to pull some more cards and see what else needs to be said. And if you don't, that's okay. I'll see you next time. I love you, Capricorn. Bye.